Now, if Jesus showed John this in Song of Solomon, see, Mastois, right? Spelled Mastous, and Mastoi, Mastoi, right? See, alright, where she's talking about her breasts, and she had no breasts, right? But then the women are asking, what shall we do in the day she's spoken for when she gets her breasts, right? Exactly. I know. Or her breasts are as two towers, right? Okay, that's what I meant. Okay, now she's three things. She's a wall, she's a door, and she's two towers, her breasts. Yeah, yeah. So, if you're lying about it, right, that's the whole problem, right? Little leaven. Leaven's the whole problem. Now, that can be a bad thing or a good thing. It also works if you're going towards heaven or hell or paradise or, right? Now, what did I tell you about 30, 60, and 100 fold, that, right? You're still in Christ if you're 30, 60, or 100 fold, right? You need to be in Jesus, right? Right? Not perfect. You're not perfect. Quit going around like you got Hitler's on your head. You don't yet. You don't yet. Right? Even if you do, you're still to be part of Jesus's understanding of things, not Satan's anymore, right? And you're caught between the two, right? When you're in a battle, you're anywhere from 0 to 100% on either side, right? I mean, again, right? If you're 0, you're on Satan's side. Let's just put it that way. If you're 100%, you're on Jesus' side, okay? Simple as that, right? And it's not rocket science, right? So, now, can a puppy dog be nursed by her mom and a bunch of other puppy dogs? Yeah, that's different, right? Now, the most the woman can handle is what? Two. A boy and a girl? Right. Okay, you see the point, right? Now, we're all confused, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I know. Least of all me, right? But I don't think would get it up for me. I don't know. I don't think you can even force me unless you knock me out first, and maybe it's rigor mortis or something, but even then, right? Told you this before, right? It's not about popularity, it's about the whole truth, right? Even what men don't want to look upon, right? That means you again are what? Partially blind, right? You're not fully blind again, like me, maybe. I have a problem with one eye, right? One eye sees side, the left eye, left eye Lopez, right? Lisa. But did you just murder her off? I thought, seriously. We don't trust nobody anymore. We don't trust nobody anymore. Not to lie a little, right? But John's still right. You're not supposed to enact the mark of the beast. It's a corrupt way to buy and sell. That's what he means out there. And you're trying to force people to do it your way. That's what that's about, right? Now, pharmakia, that's 50-50, right? Again. So, But what he means is you take the medications and you seem to get better. That's not the problem. But it's not a permanent solution to the problem either. You still die, right? Right. So you gotta find your way back to Jesus too, who was supposed to be our first love, right? So we're human, right? When you use a crutch, right, because you're disabled, or a stick, right, or a cane, right, you're doing that because you're still dealing with a residual of pain from what happened, right? So you're not 100% who you were before you joined, but you're still trying to get back there, but it's taking time, right? Right. That's everybody. Now, if I should be paralyzed, you know only Jesus can help the paralyzed, right? Two men were paralyzed in the Bible. One by the pool, right? And one lowered through the roof, right? That's obviously the one who can't move, right? And was told at one point he would be on the cot for the rest of his life, right? Whatever that happened, right? He might have been between, don't know the ages, right? At all. But see, they're writing to their audience of the first century. They're not thinking about you or what you need now, right? They thinking they're covering enough that you should understand it, right? Too. Though it ain't about you, right? It's about what they think the church needed then, too, right? Now we know we need to understand this better and differently now, right? See, the real problem with love is you forget it's unconditional, and it's not about what you do or don't do, right? With love, it loves you anyway, I know. Y'all seem to forget that sometimes, right? Now, if your child's dealing with sexuality, they're being thrust into it too early. Yeah, usually the problem. No. Some kid at school, it's trying to make them gay. Let's put it that way. Very probably. Or trans or bi, right? Now, that's why some people don't want to even talk about it. You see what I mean? Right? Right or wrong, though, right? Some people don't want to even talk about it, right? But what I'm telling them is that don't make it go away, right? You can't even read the Bible without hearing about it as early as Sodom, right? So that's hypocrisy, right? If you get rid of anything that talks about being gay, you gotta get rid of the Bible too. That's what Mr. Kakos is saying. Whatever his name is from Florida, right? I don't know, right? What the hell he's saying? Because you would have to get rid of the Bible first, right? I know you would. Now, it implies something weird between Noah and Canaan, who is his grandfather in it, right? And he makes him a servant of servants. That means. And he got drunk off the stew wine. Stew wine. The wine, the vine. Right. And I think Ham saw two people in the den, right? They were not one, naked, right? And is telling his brothers, right? And again, right? That's the seal, that's the seal. Now, why can I unseal it? That's your job. That's my job. I'm here to explain what you don't want to see, right? What Satan wants to blind you to in that, right? Though it's still innocent, it's still like getting drunk at a party and sleeping with a girl or a guy, but still, that's called over intoxication. Anyone can do it, that right? Now, if you're both blacked out, you're both blacked out, ladies. It's not rape then. You know better. To a point, right? You kind of know better. You know, if anyone starts drinking, they can get blackout drunk, right? The Bible says this: do you know the right thing to do in that situation? Not get drunk. Not get drunk. Then if you're raped, you're really raped. You said no. You know you said no. You know you said no. But if you both get blacked out and you both don't remember what happened, either way. Or he's less drunk than you, or... Now, when it's roofies, yeah, you're being raped. You're being raped. Sorry, Dr. Cosby, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. Now, I heard of the Spanish fly, and I understand why you might, right, would think that was okay. I don't know. Roofie is kind of like the Spanish fly of the medical world. But it's not in that You're totally removing her memory and everything, right? Now, the idea of the Spanish flies, it would make her horny. She won't see who you, right? Still her choice, though. In a way, and she's still conscious. And all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, you understand? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going after the child. I'm wanting to be with the mom, right? At the time, right? That's the difference, right? Now, if the child seduces me and I'm in there on the couch or the living room, right? I'm trying to talk her out of it if I can, right? Do you understand, right? But what if I can't, right? See, I don't have a phone then. I don't have a way out, right? I don't know what to do, right? Now, did I teach her to yell if someone does that to you? Maybe. See, I might have tried to teach her what to do if someone tries to do that to you. They're not supposed to either, right? Because, see, I'm not going to be there that one night, right? If that happened the next morning, right? The girl showing me she tried to do something with me, right? Right. But not me, her. I don't remember, right? I'm where I'm supposed to be all night, right? So I'm trying to explain to you. The difference is, right? I don't even remember her mom or her name, and I'm not trying to get with the girl. Just the mom. This is mom. But then the girl tried to get with me. I don't remember. But I didn't go after the mom to get to the daughter, right? In fact, I didn't know she had it on until I got there, right? Mm-hmm. And that's exactly the point, right? If the daughter came in between the hours of 3, right? Because I say me and her mom got home after the club closed, right? Within, say, an hour, because I dropped her 2 friends off, and she let me kind of, have sex with her, kind of saying yes and no, but still let me do it, right? I know. Mm-hmm. But she could have left and went to the bedroom and I would let her go too, right? You know what I mean? Right. Mm-hmm. And she's kind of wanting something too, know. I does protest too much. Does protest too much, right? But still let me do it, you know what I mean? A little bit of protesting, but not so much as you couldn't tell she was getting into it, right? Right. Now, the thing about the daughters, it would have to be after, let's say, we had sex with the mom and then I stayed in the living room all night, right? If she snuck in there, right, and started talking to me, we're talking between probably, and this is in September too, when I got back, right? So, the mom and me hooked up, probably one of the weekends before I went into the psych ward, right? Does that sound like memory or I'm hallucinating it? Right? See, the hallucination part, right? I know. Of a schizophrenic, right? Means the person has to have actual visions, right? I told you I never had visions. You can't make that up, right? You can't add that to my diagnosis when that never happened. That's not my case, right? See, if a schizophrenic is seeing things that's not there, that's like when they saw Gabriel, right? Zachariah and Mary, right? Mm-hmm. Only they saw the angel, right? No one else could see them, right? Daniel too. Daniel was around other people, but only he had the vision, right? Or the dream, right? Same with Joseph, right? And some people don't want to deal with it, right? But you're forcing other people to deal with what you don't want to deal with, and then somebody's going to make you have to deal with it for you, right? That's in the spirit of one for all and all for one, too, right? If you don't do it, someone else has to do it eventually, and then one. You're still lying about it once they start showing it to you, right? And a lie's a lie. 70 isn't 100%, but it's better than 30, right? You know what I mean? Right. And at least 30, you're trying, right? Get into it, right? Now, the higher you go in any idea, right, the better you are, right? The lower, you're just entry level, right? And you can say entry level even, right? I know. But that's 0 to 30, right? 30 to 60, and then 60 to 100. You want to be in the 60 to 100 range, right? Damn. I know. You understand, right? Either fully tell the truth or, to a point, or, right. 0 to 30, right? That's where you're at, right? And telling the whole truth, too, right? Some of you don't have to deal with it, don't want to deal with it, and I can't make you deal with it, right? Because I'm one person, right? Who sees it, right? Oh. But okay, have a good day. I'm